Ladies and gentlemen, fellow decoders around the world, wherever you may be, both male and female, of course, my name is Logan, and this is Decode Your Reality, and today, we're going to be doing a little more crypto. Seems to be a big topic, a big draw to this topic. So this will be Crypto Kingdom Decoded. And in this, you'll see that in this graphic here, the very dead center is the planet through astrology that will rule over the crypto world and the age of Aquarius. It is Father Sky, Uranus. And the symbiotic relationship that is formed with Aquarius will be the opposite house, the fifth house of Leo the Lion, which is ruled by the sun. So Aquarius and Leo. I'm going to show you and break all this stuff down. But I got some theology to show you, ladies and gentlemen, that will absolutely just blow your mind. And I'm going to show you this, man, this was, wow. All right, words just can't even express what I'm about to show you. Crypto Kingdom Decoded. Here we go. It's decoding shorts. I'm going to start off with this slide right here. I'm going to bring some theology into this because I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, as I have been saying for a long time now, the Holy Bible is a book about transhumanism because cryptocurrency is part of transhumanism. And I'm going to support that throughout this decode. I'm going to start off with this scripture right here. John 18 verses 36. And this is what Jesus said, "My kingdom is not of this world." So this is really the incarnation of the Christ. I'm going to go back to that. Okay, Jesus was born of a virgin, and then he was a fisher of men. And I showed this in many decodes now. Pisces the fish. He was the Piscean age. He started the Piscean age at 0. Okay? And in the timeline after BC. All right? And obviously the fish is right in the logo. And the letter M is right there, the 13th letter, which is going to be tied to the king. And all the kings, if you watch my astro alchemy, sit in the middle. The king of the Jews. Okay, so this is the 12th and 6th house. 12 and 6 is 126, and that's iodine. Okay, but he came into this age to tell you, the message anyway, my kingdom is not of this world. Okay, so this is John 18 verses 36. Jesus is 18. Krypton is 36. And the modernized Greek alphabet for Uranus is 36. And so I am confidently telling all of you that the kingdom that this whole entire spell book is speaking is the age of Aquarius and uranium and Uranus. And I'm going to support that. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean, Krypton sounds a hell of a lot like crypto. Krypton, crypto. Cryptocurrency, Krypton, crypto. That's right. I'm going to support that throughout this presentation. Folks, this one's going to blow your mind if you're a fan of crypto. And, you know, just to digress here, where's my... If you're interested, like, so I get a lot of people, can you decode XRP? If you want, I decoded it in cryptocurrency decoded. You just got to search for it. Here you go. You type in this and you type in crypto. Here's cryptocurrency. Me and Jordan talked about the astrological crypto. I talked about the Economist magazine. It was a big draw for a lot of you. Okay. The collapse coming, blockchain decoded. Check out all these. Broke it all down. What's on the horizon for all of us. Okay, but I'm going to show you here what the Christ was talking about. This story in the book of the Holy Bible is a book about transhumanism, period. It's a book about cryptocurrency, moving into the age of Aquarius. I'm going to support that. We're moving out of the age of Pisces. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. Okay, that's what we're doing. If we haven't already gotten here already. But let's begin with this presentation. Really, it starts with this scripture right here, another big one. One of the most famous in all sports. I've covered this. John 3 verses 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. So as I did in let me digress here. As I did in my last decode on the Central Intelligence Agency, I broke down their unofficial motto using John 8 verses 32 and breaking down all the verses. Please check it out. A lot of you didn't watch this one. That's fine. Maybe you weren't interested in the CIA, but man, it was one of the best ones because it was right in there all what this whole thing's all about. But the methodology, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to continue to use this, is adding up all the verses of the chapters until you get to the actual chapter and verse. So it's John 3:16, so we got to go chapter 1, which has 51 verses, chapter 2, which has 25 verses, and then chapter 3, verses 16, and there's the 16. So we're going to go over to the trusty calculator, and we're going to add them up. 51, 25, 16, and you're going to get the number 92. And what's 92? It's uranium. It's uranium. Okay? And I'm going to support it more and more as we continue to go through this decode. And big shout out to the fellow decoder, Jill Rowland, for pointing this out. I had posted this many times now, subtly, my social media. And I had said that this right here meant uranium. And I didn't even know that it was the actual formation of the letter U in sign language. That's what this means, the letter U. Okay, he's pointing the father, uranium, folks. Okay, and what you're seeing right here, the disc behind its head, these are the 4 fixed astrological signs, and Aquarius is going to be right at the top. And there it is. Okay, Aquarius at the top, because we're going to be moving into the age of Aquarius. You have Scorpio, you have Taurus, and then you have Leo. And I even think that Leo could, the lion heart going in here, even though the disc is up here. Right? This is all symbolic, but this is absolutely undeniable in my book, what this whole entire text and magic spell book is talking about, taking you into the age of transhumanism and cryptocurrency, the age of Uranus, Father Sky. Then you get into Anu and the Anunnaki, et cetera, et cetera. There's so many layers to this stuff right here. Let's get into the next scripture. Oh boy, is this a mighty one? Because, a lot of people, they think they know the Bible. And this is my opinion, so I'm not trying to come off like I know it, I'm a know-it-all. But I'm confidently standing in the perspective of I know how to properly interpret the Bible. And a lot of people I don't think know how to properly interpret it. And the very reason why I say this is because people that are against astrology, well, this Luke 22 verses 10 is exactly talking about astrology. This is the main scripture in the Bible that is astrology. It's Luke 22 verses 10, and it's the Christ saying, "Behold, when ye are entered into the city," and these are the houses, are called cities, "there shall a man meet you bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he entereth in." There's the man bearing the pitcher of water. It's the age of Aquarius. Remember, Jesus says, my kingdom is not part of this world. He comes in the age of Pisces. He says, my kingdom's not here. Yeah, because it's in the age of Aquarius. And it has everything to do with Uranus, Father Sky, and cryptocurrency. When you do the original breakdown of Luke 22 verses 10 through the Greek, because that's where this scripture came on the scene in the New Testament, which was written in the Greek, it's going to be a total of 51. And of course, you got bells going off if you've been paying attention. 51's tied to antimony, the all-seeing eye, which is going to tell you got an implant in your brain and you're being used. That's going to be a big time release, in this reality once that truth gets thrown out there, folks. But here's the humdinger, because the number 233, which is one of the atomic masses of uranium, it's not only the 51st prime number, but it's the 13th Fibonacci number. And as I mentioned earlier, the 13s, if you watched my Astro Alchemy, all the kings, which are the 13s, sit in the middle. Okay, he was known as the King of the Jews. Okay, this is all very crystal clear now, ladies and gentlemen. This is astrology, otherwise known as astrotheology. My great friend Santo Spinacci. Astrotheology. This is a no-brainer here, folks, the 4 fixed signs of astrology. Okay, well, let's keep going. So we're talking about the age of Aquarius and then Leo at the bottom. Okay, and you have the numerology of Aquarius, Leo, 36. Jesus Christ, 36. And then this was the big other humdinger. So I hadn't looked at this hand. I only looked at this one. Jill's like, this is the letter U in sign language. Well, then I looked up, what's this? It's the letter G. And so I bring the two letters together, the G and the U, and what do we get? 36. And then here's the modernized Greek alphabet spelling out Uranus, 36. Uranus will rule over the age of Aquarius. This is the kingdom that the Christ was talking about. Cryptocurrency, transhumanism, the electrical age. That's what we're moving. Whatever that looks like, folks. I'm not going to do any predictions and saying, oh, you're going to turn into a robot. I'm not going to talk about that. You're already a cyborg because you hold on to your cell phone. It's already part of you. But let's just see what happens in the future. I'm not here to do any predictions. But this is what it really looks like, ladies and gentlemen. You see, and I've shown this before, these astrological ages, they form a symbiotic relationship with the one below it. So when the age comes to the top of the wheel, this wheel spins, the sands in the hourglass are full. And as you go through 2,100 plus years, if that's how long it is, the sands, which is where we're all at, they all drip down. If you make it, if you're here, they all drip down and you get to the bottom in Leo. And then when this finishes, when this is empty, then it shifts. And now Capricorn moves into place. And then you have Capricorn Cancer. And Capricorn is an earth sign, going to be completely different to the age of Aquarius. That I can assure you. But here's where it gets interesting. Another scripture, Revelation, the last book, 66th book. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, 31 degrees north, 35 degrees east, 66. Revelation 21 verses 1. Remember, Aquarius equals 21. I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth was passed away. And here's the big kicker. There was no more sea. What does that mean? You got the Holy See in the Vatican. Does it mean the church is going to be done away with? Maybe. You have seaborgium, which is one of the elements that's tied to our DNA. Does it mean our bodies are going to be no more? Maybe. But then you get into the scripture down here, going 22 more verses into the 21st chapter. And look at what this says, ladies and gentlemen. And the city, which is going to talk about the house, had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. For the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. What is this saying right here? Now, I have postulated many times on my live podcasts that I feel the sun may go out. And you're then going to get this world that will be electrical and, whatever that's going to look like. But ladies and gentlemen, the sun rules the house of Leo. Now, if you're a fan of astrology and you read astrology charts, you would know that the ascendant typically runs from east to west. And that typically represents the ground you stand on. So anything under that horizontal line that runs longitudinally, this would represent the darkness. The sun runs along the ecliptic. It goes around and around, and it carries out the day and the night. And up here would be yang, it would be light. And down here would be yin, and it would be darkness. This is where the sign of Leo is going to be and where the sun's going to be. Is this what it's talking about? The sun will go down into darkness and it will go out. Because the city up here doesn't need the sun or the moon to shine. Very, very possible, ladies and gentlemen, that this is going to be the case. And then you get into these movies, the cyberpunk era, where it talks a lot about the electrical age, which it's dark, the Matrix, it's raining, electrical storms. Folks, this is what could be coming down the pike for all of us. This is what it could, and I think this is what it could mean. The sun is going to be down here and it will go into darkness. Because, the sun would be right here. Okay, if we're still in the age of Pisces, the sun would be right here at the final hour before it moves down into here and it may go out. And I think that's what this scripture is referencing right here as we move into the age of Aquarius. Let's keep going. So I wanted to break down this scripture even more. So I'm going to do the numerology of it, and I just got more confirmations of what it means, the interpretation. Revelation 21 versus 23 is going to give you a total of 83. This is also going to be tied to bismuth, but 83 is the average atomic mass for the element krypton. Cryptocurrency, krypton. See the correlation? Jesus Christ equals 36. And the Royal Society of Chemistry has this picture right here because this is their forecast. They're projecting isotope 86. Well, is it a coincidence that the quantum financial network is 86? Cryptocurrency, krypton. The 83 is right there, 83. The city had no need for the sun or the moon. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very possible the sun is indeed going to go out as we move into the electrical age of Uranus and the age of Aquarius. The information age, which is all about technology, the advancement of technology, computers, communication through the airwaves. Aquarius is an air sign. Okay? That's why the internet came into existence, to make way for the age of Aquarius. Aqua, the air. That's what this is saying, in my opinion, how you interpret this. And then going further right here, going into the Greek and the Greek of antiquity, the original alphabet, you have Uranus at 27, and the original spelling in Greek of krypton, it's kryptos, 27. So it's undeniable in my book, krypton, kryptos, tied to the Christ, crypto, krypton. That's going to be the kingdom. And it's all about Uranus right there. 27 is tied to the word golden. 27 is tied to the word quantum. The word quantum equals 27. Okay, going back up here. Quantum is 27. The quantum financial network. Uranus. Kryptos. Krypton means hidden. Secret. Well, not anymore. Because I feel that this is absolute right here. I'm very confident in this decode, ladies and gentlemen. I was very much jaw on the floor when I was doing this. It takes a lot for me to really impress myself on these decodes these days. So to summarize this, Uranus, the father of crypto. It is not Saturn. That's my opinion. Kronos will have its role, but Uranus will rule over cryptocurrency. And if you watch my blockchain decoded and my blockchain decoded, I showed the astrological map of Uranus getting handed off by Saturn. Okay, Uranus being the father of Saturn, Bitcoin being created by Uranus. That's 23. 23 is the royal star of the lion, tied to the word blood. Jesus is asking you for your blood, asking you for your, for your pledge. Crown is 23. History is 23. And again, he's the G and the U. I'm sorry, the U and the G. There it is, 36. Jesus Christ, 36. Uranus, 36 in the modern Greek alphabet. These are undeniable. I mean, this is what I think it means. Absolutely. And being a fan of astrology, I have Uranus in my 12th house, okay, along with Pluto. So I feel like I'm destined to show you this information. Here's more confirmation. Uranium's 25. Crypto is 25. There it is. Uranium. It's got the U. It's pretty easy to see this now that you have the eyes to see. And then going to the quantum financial network to finish up this quick decode, this decoding short. Again, that's 86. I'm going to measure that in the string of the golden ratio. It's going to occupy digit 24 and 25. Uranium is 25. Crypto is 25. Remember what that krypton was? 86. Okay, the 86. They're highlighting that 86. This is the average, the most abundant actually, 83, but they're highlighting that isotope 86. Now remember, if you go and do the Greek spelling of Jesus, the I-E-S-O-U-S, it's 24. 24 in the Greek. I should have brought that in there to show you the visuals. But these are undeniable here in my book. So uranium, Uranus, how big, I'm so grateful for alchemy. I never thought in a million years I'd be using the periodic table, which I haven't even looked at since high school, up till a few years ago when I started researching the periodic table, how valuable they are here. And this is even tied to radon, tied to Lucifer, Jesus, tied together, ladies and gentlemen. There really isn't any separation between the two. So again, crypto being that 25, uranium's 25, crypto, krypton, Christ, It's pretty simple to see here. 36 is Jesus Christ, 36 in the modern Uranus. Uranium, he's pointing up to Uranus. It's just so simple to see. These are absolutes in my book, ladies and gentlemen. And just to show this one more time, Jesus talking about, my kingdom is not of this world. This was when he came into the Piscean age, so the story goes. So he came to tell you that follow him into the house with a man bearing a pitcher of water. That's going to be Aquarius. His kingdom is Aquarius, and it's ruled by uranium. He's got the letter U there. It's pretty obvious what will be ruling over cryptocurrency. Uranus. Okay, the father of technology is Uranus. I know that Saturn is the co-ruler of Uranus. I'm Aquarius. I don't feel that's the case. Once this was established in 1871 by William Herschel, then Saturn moved into its own domicile house, which is Capricorn. So once we move into the age of Capricorn, then you're going to have the ruler of Kronos, and it's going to be a different age, which who knows how long that's going to take to get there. But these are pretty undeniable to me. And so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Crypto Kingdom Decoded. I would love to hear what you saw. Short and sweet. This was a humdinger. This one was so important in my research from everything that I've been doing now through decoding the cryptocurrency world, the Economist crypto. There's no doubt now I know what this means. I know how this is going to work. I know that these are my opinions and truths. If you want to check out the XRP, check out my cryptocurrency. This one I put out over a year and a half ago. But we'd love to hear what you saw, ladies and gentlemen. The Christ cryptocurrency, Krypton, 36, what did you see? We'd love to hear what you saw. Keep your comments coming. Just keep them cordial. It's all about loving here, folks. You don't have to agree. That's totally fine. All right? Maybe this is just not for you, this information. But now you know what theology is. It's a book of spells. Every book of literature is a spell book. It's a book of spells, and is a book about transhumanism. Absolutely it is. I'm convinced it is. And this is the biggest promulgator of them all, this idea, this person, the idea, whether it was a real guy or not. And that's not to say or throw any shade on this idea. If it was a real guy, but I know what it means now. The kingdom that the Christ is talking about is the age of Aquarius. Luke 22 verses 10. Pretty easy to see. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for today. My name is Logan for Decode Your Reality. Until next time, we will see you later.